Yeah, good morning, everybody. So I'm coming from Germany, CarboTech. We are a producer of activated carbon, so I will give you a rough presentation of what we do, what is activated carbon, what are the markets, trends, and so on. Yeah, we are experienced with more than 100 years of producing activated carbon, one of the biggest in Europe. We are producing activated carbon since 1930s. We have developed various products. We have various patents and so on. We just do not produce activated carbon, but we give all related services to the activated carbon. The major applications of activated carbon is air and gas purification, water and drinking water purification, liquid treatment, hydrogen purification, and carbon molecular sieves. I will come in details to that later on. We are using a special unique fluidized bed process. This allows activation and reactivation of our activated carbon. By using this special process, we get the maximum absorption capacity. We have the biggest activated carbon pore size. We use different raw materials, coal, coconut, wood, bamboo, so we are going to more sustainable product lines. So we would like to increase our step in the circular economy by doing reactivation, by lowering the carbon footprint, by reducing the energy emissions, so, and also the biggest issue is the renewable raw materials. We are testing and using various renewable raw materials. So what is an activated carbon? It's a non-hazardous processed carbonaceous product having a big pore structure and a huge internal surface. These materials can absorb various types of material substances. The volume of the activated carbon is greater than 0.2 milliliter per gram. It is bigger than the 400 square meters per gram. So it is a huge surface area. It is the most efficient and inexpensive purification material of various pollutants. We increase the surface area of the carbon up to 1,500 square meters, which gives us the most effective cleaning performance. So this is how it looks like, the pore structure of the activated carbon. There are micropores, mesopores, and macropores. And depending on which type of substance you want to remove, you change the pore structure of the activated carbon. So those are some SEM pictures. These are like the sponge, as the professor was explaining, so it's the same type of material. There are various appearances. It can be in pellets, it can be in granular, or it can be in powdered forms. So those are the furnaces which are used to produce activated carbon. The most common is the rotary kiln, which 90% of the producers are using. But the best and the most effective ones are those fluidized bed furnace and the multiple hearth furnace. By using those last two furnaces, you can get the best activated carbon, the biggest pore structure, and the most efficient product. So with the same fluidized bed system, you can activate and reactivate. So you can use the activated carbon, for example, a drinking water treatment plant. Then when it is loaded, we take it back, and then we reactivate it. So what it helps is that we decrease their cost, total cost, and also increase our friendliness to the environment. It's much more green by using the same material many times. So those are the main applications: air and gas purification, and water and wastewater treatment. For example, solvent recovery. We can talk about this for the gas treatment. It's one of the most well-known uses of activated carbon. In the industrial processes, there are many solvents that are used. With activated carbon, we can gain them back and manage to reuse them. This is very important that they save cost and also the energy by doing so. Flue gas, wherever the materials are burned or there are exhaust fumes or flue gases, there are toxic substances in these flue gases, and activated carbons can capture all of them. And it's the same with the exhaust gas. So waste incineration and industrial processes, such as glass production, gives those exhaust gases, and we can capture those exhaust gases with activated carbon material as well. Biogas is also one of the trendy topic at the moment. So for biogas production, in the process of biogas production for the elimination of sulfur or various VOCs or siloxanes, we use activated carbon, as well as for biogas upgrading, a different type of activated carbon molecular sieves are used. In pharma, also for superior color removal or for different purification issues, again, activated carbon is used. Drinking water treatment, it's widely used as well. The PFAS, PFAS is a big issue also in the States, and activated carbon is a very reliable and effective solution to get rid of the PFAS in the water treatment, drinking water treatment. And also all the wastewater, all the industrial waters, all pharmaceutical traces in the water that can be cleaned by using activated carbon as well. When we say fluid treatment, it's mainly also the food and beverage industry. In the food and beverage industry, it's also widely used for decolorization, CO2 removal, or taste structures. So we can use activated carbon widely in the food and beverage industry as well, like in breweries, in wine production. So as you see, like there are like huge application areas for activated carbon. In all industries, there is some kind of pollutant or something, or that you need to use activated carbon. As I said, we activate the carbon. We also do the reactivation in our facilities, and we also impregnate. So we impregnate with different chemicals so that they can absorb better some specific pollutants. So we also impregnate with potassium iodide or potassium carbonate or manganese, and you can then attract different types of materials. So I will explain a little bit about the reactivation. Reactivation helps us reduce the carbon footprint of our product because one container of activated carbon saves around 93 tons of CO2. So this helps us definitely to help to lower the carbon footprint. So what is done is that a sample is sent to us when they use the activated carbon and load it. We check it if it's possible to reactivate or not, because there are some substances which cannot be reactivated. Then after that, they send us back those activated carbons in silos, in big bags, and then we put into our towers, and we can reactivate it, and they can use it again. So it allows them to use it many times. So I will come also to the activated carbon market. Europe's activated carbon market is expected to grow around 7%. From 2019 up to 2028. And the biggest market looks like still Germany, and the others are following it. The mercury removal for the air pollution control is still one of the biggest driver of the market of activated carbon. Then also the applications like medical and pharmaceutical applications are demanding more and more activated carbon. Germany, as I said, still holds the largest market share, and will dominate throughout the forecast period. Also, the water treatment technology market is quite big. It's increasing, and the demand for activated carbon is also increasing, since there is a big issue with cleaning of the water. We expect a very steady growth every year, at least 8 to 10% of increase, and also in Europe, we are shifting towards green energy also everywhere. So the decision to start decommissioning all the atomic energy facilities will also help us to use more and more activated carbon in the market. It is also used in producing lithium-ion batteries, activated carbon, which are used in various electric vehicles. It can be used as an electrode material in a battery to aid energy storage. And according to German market evaluation, the amount of exports of electrical vehicles went up to $27 billion share. So shortly, when we look also to South Korea's activated carbon market, it is driven by water treatment, air purification, and food and beverage processing. Also, the country's booming semiconductor industry is a major consumer of activated carbon, which is used also in the production of microchips. And also, South Korean companies are known for their innovation and product development, so which is leading to the development of advanced materials with superior absorption capabilities and a longer lifespan. And also, activated carbon is used as a key component in energy storage systems, such as supercapacitors and batteries, which is also the future. Also, South Korea, unfortunately, has one of the highest levels of air pollution. There is a growing demand for activated carbon for air filters, air purifiers, to improve indoor and outdoor air quality. So also, South Korea implemented many regulations to improve the quality of drinking water, which is leading to increased demand for activated carbon also in the drinking water treatment applications. So I've tried to do my best to make it as fast as possible to gain some time for the other speakers. Do you have any questions? Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Anyone from floor, the questions? I can ask something. You said that German dominates the active carbon market. How much percentage, you mean the dominate means you dominate the global, you mean the global activated carbon market, German?
In Europe.
Yeah, in Europe, I see.
In Europe, yeah, in Europe.
A simple question I have. Activated carbon is being used and broadly using for many applications, especially for human being. We cannot find fresh drinking water in the nature. So the purification of drinking water or wastewater treatments or recovery of solvent, there are many markets, including chips and also batteries.
Yeah.
And simply, we are talking about sustainability for the Earth. We're talking about carbon composite recycling.
Yeah.
What about this active carbon after use that, for example, like purification, it will have some contamination with residue or dirt, and then after that, how you can treat reuse of that or bearing or what you can do?
Unless there are like some very few components like mercury or sulfur, which are not very easy to remove those pollutants. But other than that, with reactivation, we can remove all residues. So everybody is using reactivation so that they can dissolve all the pollutants from activated carbon and it becomes fresh.
I see. So
a reactivation plant handles everything.
I see. Any question from the floor?
Thank you very much again.
Yeah, thank you.